Thank you all for joining us here today during this really unprecedented situation we find ourselves here in the state of Michigan and in the world as a whole. I want to start off by really talking about some of the things that the Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity are doing in this time of crisis. We'll specifically talk about unemployment insurance, but we really have three focuses. First is to make sure that we drive down the curve of spread of COVID-19 by helping the governor implement the Stay Safe, Stay Home Act, the executive order she put in place and extended, which is really designed to help lessen the pain that we experience economically and then, of course, in this health crisis. Second is to make sure that we get emergency benefits to individuals and to businesses through this crisis period of time to help them also be able to recover and rebuild as we come out of the crisis. And then third is to make sure that we're planning for the restart and recovery of our economy. We'll talk more about many of those other pieces, I think, as time goes on. But really specifically, I want to make sure that we talk about unemployment insurance today, given the importance of those emergency benefits to individuals. We're committed to making sure that every Michigander who's eligible for unemployment benefits receives them. We've seen historic increases in the need and, of course, in the filing for unemployment insurance as well because of COVID-19. As I mentioned yesterday, over 1 million people in the state of Michigan, almost a quarter of our workforce, have filed for unemployment benefits so far. We aren't alone in seeing these large increases. In fact, California and Pennsylvania are the only states that are higher than us. But Michigan is higher than all Great Lakes states. Michigan is higher than the state of New York, which also has been heavily hit by COVID-19. We've greatly expanded our web servers. We're adding hundreds of staff, but our state system and the state systems across the country for unemployment insurance have struggled to cope with these historic numbers. But the benefits that they provide are crucial for families to put food on the table, to pay their bills, to purchase prescription drugs, and to have dollars to be able to re-enter the economy when businesses start reopening. Most of those eligible have been able to file. And so far, the state of Michigan has paid out $350 million to more than 600,000 Michiganders. That number is only going to grow as we move forward and as the days and weeks continue to tick away. But we recognize that this is a little comfort to the thousands who are worried about their economic future and who still need some additional help from us to complete their claims. We understand how frustrating the delays can be during this time. And what keeps us working around the clock is the commitment that we won't rest until everyone is helped. Be assured, claims are backdated to the date on which a worker was laid off because of COVID-19, regardless of how much time has passed. The date you file your claim will not impact or affect the benefits that you receive. You can file, and most people have filed online, more than 90% at michigan.gov/UIA. And yesterday, though, the state's IT systems, including the unemployment website, had struggled to accept claims for about 6 hours. We know that the unemployment site is up today and is receiving claims. The impacts to the systems were not just unemployment, but across state government, including the Secretary of State and Department of Health and Human Services, whose systems also struggled to receive applications and logins. The state's IT department, DTMB, assures us that they've added additional server capacity, and it seems to be working. As of last night, we saw higher traffic than at any point in the last few weeks. To help our website traffic, though, and to help more people file claims and receive benefits, we're again asking individuals to file by last name. So if your last name begins with A through L, you can file Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. If your last name begins with M through Z, you can file Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So today, when I'm speaking to you on a Tuesday, that would be M through Z. For anyone who misses their day, they can file on Saturday. We're also asking that if you can consider filing during off-peak hours. That's after 8 p.m. The website is available for applications 24 hours a day. And so trying after 8 p.m. will help assure us that we can get as many individuals as possible filed and registered and process their claims as quickly as possible. If you filed your claim and you've certified already, we ask that you try not to log back onto the system to make it easier for fellow Michiganders to access their accounts and file claims. For those who need additional help, though, we've added hundreds of call center staff and have hundreds more on the way. We've expanded the days and hours of our call center operations, and created a dedicated team just to resolving the IT technical issues like forgotten passwords, locked accounts, and authentication codes that many of you have reported to us have been issues. But this still isn't good enough. We have to do better to ensure that everyone gets the help they need. We continue to ask for your patience as we work to process your claims. Out of the million who filed claims so far, about 70% have been approved. And thanks to the Federal CARES Act, most of those denied are likely eligible for benefits now. These include small business owners and those not traditionally covered by benefits, the self-employed worker, the 1099 worker, the gig economy worker, independent contractors, and low-wage workers. It also includes individuals who have had their unemployment benefits expire in the most recent time frame. If you're unable to work due to COVID-19 and you fit in one of these categories, you could apply for the pandemic unemployment insurance benefits starting this week at michigan.gov/UIA. Again, michigan.gov/UIA. And we're again asking you to file by last week and try those off-peak hours after 8 p.m. If you've already applied, there's no reason to reapply. Benefits will start flowing in the next few weeks, and we'll make sure that for those who who've already applied, that we get information to you on the next steps to take to get those benefits. As a reminder, the governor, under executive order last month, had previously extended benefits to sick workers without paid time off, or those who are quarantined. Those who are unexpectedly caring for loved ones, again, without some sort of paid time off, like a child or like a family member who is sick. Individuals who would not be eligible under this new benefit include those who do have some paid sick time or other paid leave and are taking that. Individuals who can telework with pay at an equivalent rate, and individuals who quit work without cause to obtain unemployment insurance benefits. We also know that we've seen an increase, and we've made sure to increase benefits, which will automatically be applied to individuals' accounts. So the duration of benefits now go from 20 weeks to 39 weeks. And as of last Wednesday, we were one of the first and few states to begin sending out the additional $600 a week in federal unemployment benefits. That's on top of the up to $362 provided by the state of Michigan. These payments are dispersed with regular benefits and will last until the end of July. You know, with this expanded capacity, this added eligibility and increased benefits, we're working very hard to make sure that we provide the emergency relief needed to weather this crisis to Michiganders across our state. We understand the deep economic pain associated with COVID-19 and appreciate your patience as we work to process the historic need for benefits. We're committed to getting our economy back up and running, but we need to get the response to this health crisis right. Flattening the curve of transmission is the most important thing we can do to minimize the long-term economic impact to our state and make sure we can get our economy back to work. Thank you.